Not much production on that play, though, huh?
Not a whole lot of yardage. You get that grab, you probably want a first down.
And he'll be the one in the film session. He'll be saying, hey, run that one back, Coach.
Yeah.
Run that one back.
One more time.
Let's see that again.
2 more times.
And they won't.
8 more times.
They won't. Didn't get much out of it.
Again, Tannehill going up top for Kupp. And this is taken in at the 5. And oh, so close as he takes it all the way to the 2-yard line. Mixon trying to punch it in. And he will take it in for a Falcon touchdown. Joe Mixon with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Falcons cut into that lead. Nice job of polishing off that drive, but all the credit there goes to that play prior.
Yeah, it certainly does, because after that big play, I think resistance almost felt futile at that point, didn't it? And the very next play, they come right back, quick, fast, and in a hurry, and put it in the end zone.
Footing always a concern, but the extra point's up and good. And they're able to cut this deficit down to 12. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. Taken about 7 yards deep. And no thought of a return here for Hines.
At their own 25-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have. And think back to our meeting with the head coach. And we asked him, because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said, hey, have you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions, the wet ball drills, things of that nature. He said, I don't think it's going to slow us down much. We tend to handle it pretty well, and he's been right.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. Now a handoff to Henry. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down, keep the sticks moving.
3 tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
Looking downfield for Jones. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Justin Coleman. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
At their own 9-yard.
He had a little bit of the turnover bug last week. 3 interceptions. Not an absolute disaster, but another one here. Do you start to get a little worried?
You worry about your team as a whole because you have to find a way to make those interceptions, quote-unquote, go away, and that means your defense. They've got to go out there on sudden change and at least hold people to field goals. And if that keeps happening, they lose confidence in the quarterback, and then no one plays well. That's an excellent play by the defender. He diagnosed that one, closed quickly, and helped force the incompletion.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. A shotgun snap for Tannehill. Again, he targets Kupp, and this time he's got it. And out of bounds across the 15-yard line. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
And it's 3rd down.
A 2nd down completion got him 7. Now here's 3rd and 3. This time they stay on the ground. And he's going to have a first down, but not sure it'll matter as the clock will continue to run. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1.
Atlanta.
So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. Back to throw, Tannehill. And that'll be incomplete with 11 seconds remaining now. He was looking for his tight end there, Kyle Rudolph. And that'll bring bring up second down.
It's now 2nd and 10.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for second down. Not wanting to take a chance this time, they'll keep it on the ground. And he'll push forward here for a good little run as the clock continues to run. And now they'll take a timeout defensively. After the second down play, they burn the timeout, making him sweat out the final few ticks here in the second quarter. Now Tannehill, letting one fly deep for Cooper. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Rocky Sin. And he will be brought down as time has now run out on this first half of action. So we are at halftime here on Halloween. As we'll send you back over to Orlando with our EA Sports Halftime Report, here's Jonathan Coachman. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. Taken about 7 yards deep, and no thought of a return here for Hines. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
At the 25-yard line.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Again, it's Henry. And he'll wind up with about 6, up past the 30 to the 31.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
10th carry now for Derrick Henry. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. Bit of a surprise. They ran it on 3rd and medium. Proved to be the right call. 1st and 10. A solid run by Derrick Henry, and here's another 1st and 10. It's a jet sweep. They get it to Green. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. Thirty-eight-yard line, 2nd and 11. Again to Henry. Shoves him aside. 4 yards on the pickup there as they get it back to a more manageable 3rd and 7.
McKinney on the tackle.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
And for the Falcons, 5 men in the secondary, now on 3rd. Here's Stafford. They'll try and set up the screen to Hines. And he's got the first down, yardage before being taken down at midfield.
That's good.
The drive stays alive, a 3rd down gain of 8.
1st and 10 at the 50-yard line.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Hines. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards. Big Leonard Williams there on the stop.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. They keep it on the ground. This time it's Henry. And he's got this down to the 35. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. They keep it with Henry on first down. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
He was brought down by...
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Mike, 55. Check, 55, Mike. Hey, come on out here. Come get... Stay 50, stay 50.
This is Hines. And he'll get a little over 2, maybe a full 3 down to the 32-yard line.
He's tackled at the...
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
The 25-yard line is what they need here. This is 3rd down. Now Stafford. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. The screen gets 7, but it's not enough, and it'll be 4th down.
You got tight. You got tight. You got tight right there. Kill. Shift. 32.
Oh, and now movement and a whistle, and they may have to rethink their plans on 4th down. Stafford will stay out there. He'll lead his guys up to go for it on 4th down.
Come on. Hey, 70. 24 is the right. You better bring it. You better bring it. I'm letting you know right now, you better bring it.
They snap it to Stafford. Looking downfield for Jones. End zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle. Marvin Jones, his 4th touchdown of the year. And the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further. He missed one earlier, remember, but this time he gets it to go.
Makes the score Seahawks 26, Falcons 7. Michael Dixon to kick off.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Taken about 7 yards deep. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And their halftime hold now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Kareem Jackson. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
They're coming out with a jumbo package to start the drive. Derrick Henry. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
tackle made.
But no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
Three yards to go on second down, and they've got three tight ends out there. Jumbo set. They'll run it again with Henry. And pretty good running as he'll be close to a first down at the Falcons' 32. Back now in Seattle, Washington. It's the Seahawks with the possession. They also have the lead here as we get set for the fourth and final quarter. First and 10, and they've got three tight ends out there. A jumbo package look.
Mike, 55, right there in the middle, 55. All day, every day, any day.
Henry will get it. He's been busy today. And he gets stopped up at the 31 after a gain of maybe a yard.
He's brought down.
Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the fourth quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
On second down, it's Henry. And he's going to take this one down to the 25.
Henry, the ball carrier.
That second down run, a big help. The 7 yards leaves him with just a 3rd and 3 now.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the fourth quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down fourth quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. They'll try to run for the first with Henry. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down.
But forget knowing where the first down line was. This defense created their own line of scrimmage. They won every battle up front, and a lot of times that is one-on-one. And if you win your one-on-ones enough times, your defense is going to be pretty good. They had more people to the football and snuffed out the play.
Here we go on 4th. Stafford. That's going to be caught. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. Wow, 1st and goal, and defensively all they can do is shake their heads. Not only did they allow the conversion, but a big play as well. Trying to punch it in with Henry. And he's across the chalk into the end zone. Touchdown, Seahawks. Derrick Henry, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Seahawks find a way to stretch their lead. Here's Hopkins now for the extra point. And that will bump the lead up to 26.
Makes the score Seahawks 33, Falcons 7. Michael Dixon to kick off for Seattle.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And just looking ahead, it would appear that that bye week is coming at the right time. They'll have 2 weeks to chew on this one, though probably not one that they want to chew on. A poor performance from start to finish. That catch good for only a couple. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down.
Falcons.
There you go. Right here. Waiting. 52 right here. 52. Run.
Now a first down throw, Tannehill. And he'll sling that one in there. Complete to Cooper on the comebacker. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. It's another first down as they look his way again, this time 19 yards. So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. To the air again, Tannehill. Again, it's Cooper as he makes the catch. Called that a very strong gain of 24.
Well, there's simply no sense in wasting a great catch like that on a short gain. Get downfield like you just did there and use it up that way.
No dink and dunk. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. And he'll be dropped at about the 11 after only a yard.
Joe Mixon, the ball carrier, taken down at the 11-yard line. A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Falcon football as we welcome you back. They're looking at 2nd down now as they search for a consolation score. Now left side on the swing pass. And he is going to lose yardage here. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down. Boy, how good has this defense been seemingly all game long?
I really think right from the first snap, I think you're really onto something there. In this passing game, it just can't get off the ground. And that play, it wound up losing yardage.
Well, that last completion certainly not what they were hoping for, as now they'll try to convert on 3rd. Tannehill now to throw. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Hunter Renfrow, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Falcons get a bit closer.
For the extra point.
And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions, and I'd hear 9 from the receivers. That meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
And the Seahawks, looks like they've recovered. They have. So they touched it before it went 10, and that's obviously not going to help their comeback bid here in the 4th.
No, not at all. And they're trying to get something going after one there. But you've got to give yourself a chance. Let it go 10 before you touch it.
Waiting. Right there in the middle. 55. I got one. All right, 55.
A 20th carry down for Derrick Henry. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play.
Preston Smith on the tackle.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call a timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get in behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. First down and much more for Henry. And all the way down to the 17-yard line. 16 yards, a first down.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence.
And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Derrick Henry with his second TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Seahawks add on to their lead. Trying to bust out of that losing funk, and these fans have to like this. And all right, fellas, this is more like it.
And I know that if this holds up after the game, they're going to give the fans a lot of credit being at home, getting the support. But you and I both. It's going to take to break this losing streak, and they really came together with a good week of practice.
Takes this about 5 yards deep. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
Their own 25-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. Their mini 2-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat. He's going to find and complete it to Renfro. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. Now Tannehill. On the crossing route, he hits his man, Amari Cooper. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. Good yardage after the catch. Is that play good for 30 and a first?
Atlanta.
So the big play has him all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10. Here's Tannehill. And now here is another interception. Picked off by Levante David. And he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line. That is now 5 interceptions that he has thrown in this ball game. If I asked you to speculate what's possibly going on in his head, what would you say?
Well, if he's as mentally strong as I believe he is, he understands that not all of these picks have been his fault. You know, some of the throws, yes, but there have been a good number of them where he hasn't been helped by his own receivers, and they've turned into interceptions. So he knows if he keeps firing, perhaps good things can happen, not just in this game, but especially in later ones.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. This is Henry. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. Now whistles and a timeout called here. Not sure of the point of this, but they'll stop it with 4 seconds to go in the game. They show run with 3 tight ends here on 1st down. Running left, it's Henry. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line, tackled there.
Today's final score, Seahawks 40, Falcons 13.